edge of a liver lobule. Okay? And the structure right in the center, and it may not be hollow and white because it's a vein, so it's likely to be filled with blood cells. That's the central vein right there. Okay? Here's another central vein of a different lobule. Here's yet another one of a third lobule. Okay? So I'm at scanning power. We'll go up. And the darker red squiggly lines are the plates of hepatocytes. And the white represents the sinusoids. Okay? I'm going to go all the way up to high power. We'll see. So here's a nucleus of this hepatocyte. And the hepatocytes are organized in rows. The white is the lumen of the sinusoid, and the cells in there would be blood cells. This is the central vein. Okay? Now at this power, we're actually going to do better on the human blood slide, the human liver slide. But before I go to that, let's look for a triad. So we'll come back down to scanning power, and we will look at some of the intersections. And here, for example, is one of those cases where we're looking along a short oblique length of one of the three components, most likely the hepatic portal vein. And we have a large branch right here as well. Here we have a little bit tighter portal triad, hepatic triad. Right here, let me go up in power. As soon as you see structures at the junction that are hollow, whether they have blood cells in them or not, so these are at least 3 of the branches, and then there's some more stuff. This is a hepatic triad. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the 4562 slide, which is a mammal liver other than a pig. And you'll see a difference right away. In that it's a little more subtle where the edge of one lobule is and the other begins. Okay? We don't have quite as much connective tissue stained to outline the edge. We do see a clear central vein, and even at scanning power, we see a little more clearly the plate of hepatocytes. I'm going to go up in power, and this is a very nice visual of the hepatocytes, okay, with the purple nucleus and the pink cytoplasm. And then these white squiggly lines, those are the sinusoids, and the sinusoids all ultimately dump into this central vein. When we get to intersections between liver lobules, we're in hepatic triads. So again, we have more than just 3 cross sections here because we have them branching and feeding the adjacent liver lobules. But this is a hepatic triad or portal area. Okay? And you can go up to high power if you're so inclined and look at those hepatocytes and the sinusoids. We haven't necessarily intersected every sinusoid where it dumps into the central vein, but we do have continuity here. Okay? So that's the liver. And these slides, I think, are the first place that I'm going to encourage you to start lab today. But let me